Welcome to yoga, everyone. Let's start standing today. We're going to start with our hands against a wall. So if you can, or you can, do it with a bed or a stool or a chair. You can, I can show you a couple of different options. I'm going to start with the wall. We're just going to put our hands right off of our shoulders and walk the feet back until we create a right angle with our body. And we're pushing into the wall with our arms, and we're lifting the belly and kind of moving the sits bones, the bottom of the sits bones back towards the opposite wall. We're just going to kind of stay here for a minute, and maybe you might want to just bend one knee and then the other. Just lightly, kind of gently treading the knees, and maybe both at the same time. Ooh, yeah, my ankles just cracked. That felt good. Beautiful. Couple just gentle demi-plies, and that's also going to give you a nice little stretch in the front of the shoulder. Now I want you to come back to that right angle. We're going to tuck the pelvis, rolling the pelvis through the low back, rolling through the spine to come all the way up into what would be like a push-up position, and then we're going to do a little push-up into the wall. And then back into the right angle. So we're slowly articulating the spine, starting with the lower part of the pelvis, rolling through each vertebrae super slowly. The last thing to come up is the head, and you come into a slight diagonal, and then you're just going to take the elbows to the side and tap your nose on the wall and push back up, and then back into that right angle. Let's do that 3 more times. Slowly, 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 slowly rolling through the spine. Coming up to the angle. Little nose to the wall. And repeat in your own time 2 more times. Good. Then come on up and just shake those wrists out a little bit. Maybe shake the legs out. We're going to do a 50-minute yoga class today. I am going to leave out the Shavasana, so you can do your own Shavasana at the end of 50 minutes. All right. We're going to come to either a stool or a chair. You can also do this on the ground. But basically, we're going to do kind of what we just did. So we're walking the hands back. Walking the feet back from our stool or our chair or the ground. So you can be in down dog here. I'm just taking a stool just to kind of go a little slower. I'm just going to roll through into a cobra and then back to down dog. So you can do this on the floor. It's perfectly fine to do it on the floor. It's a great way to warm up the body. I'm using a stool. I'm just going between this kind of semi-down dog and then cobra. Basically, take a deep inhale on the cobra and a deep exhale on the down dog. Looking good. Couple more. Just trying to get the breath working with the body. Good. Beautiful. Come back up. We're gonna go ahead and put our foot on the stool or on the chair, flex the foot. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then just bending the standing knee slightly, layer the torso on top of the leg. And just relax here. Drop the head towards the knee. Our standing leg is bent right now. When you're ready, you can lengthen the standing leg and keep the torso laying on that leg. Woo! Yes, hello hamstrings. Maybe plie one more time and then straighten. Breathe. Pull that right hip back. And one more time, plie, and then straighten and breathe. Roll up to standing and just take a gentle twist. Arms come out to the side and just twist towards that leg. Drop the shoulders, lift the belly. Reach the fingertips away, look over your right shoulder all the way back. All the way back. And release. Good. Try the other leg. Left heel into your chair or into your stool. Lengthen the back. Arms come up. Big inhale. Bend the knee over the toe of the standing leg. The feet are in parallel. Toes pointing forward. On the exhale, reach forward and layer that body over the leg, the torso. Put your hands on the chair if you can. If you can't reach the chair, just maybe the edge. There you go. That looks good. Just release. The head is heavy. Lengthen that standing leg. Lengthen it and straighten it, but keep the torso draped over the leg. Pull the left hip back. Lift the belly button. And then bend that knee again over the toes. And then lengthen that standing leg again to straight. See if you can drop a little bit closer. Nose towards the knee. One more time. Nice plie. Stretch that Achilles. And then lengthen. See if you can get a little drop lower into the stretch. When you're ready, slowly, keeping your eyes open, come up to standing, all the way vertical. Take the arms out to the side, and then twist to your left. Looking over your left shoulder. Drop the scapulas, lift the belly button. Good, and release. We're gonna do some core focus work today. Standing abs right now. We're just gonna do our little toe taps. So our right leg is out to the side. Our arms are in that football goal shape. We're gonna lift the knee to the elbow and extend. Actually, you know what? Let's actually reach the right arm all the way up across so we can get that long diagonal shape. And then when we lift the knee off the ground, we're crunching elbow to knee. So we're inhaling and reaching, stretching across the body. Exhale, slow and steady, elbow to knee. Let's do 5 of these. When you get the elbow to the knee, see if you can hold it there for a second. Squeeze all of the exhale out. Beautiful. All right. Other side. So we're gonna reach the left arm up, the elbow comes to the rib cage. Inhale, exhale, Elbow to knee, really big crunch. Ooh, it's a balancing challenge as well. All right, from here, we're gonna do 5. Try to control the descent of the leg as well as the ascent of the leg. Ascent. Match the movement with the breath. I don't know what number this is. Let's just do one more. Whoa, side, having a hard time balance. Good. All right, we're gonna do the same thing in parallel. Arms up. Big inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna contract the belly button back towards the spine, sweeping the elbows back along the rib cage, nose to knee or forehead to knee. Inhale, look up. Exhale, switch legs. We're gonna do 5 on each side. Now this is slow and steady. So really feel the length. Root the feet when you come to that long lifted parallel stretch. And then feel the contraction when you get that forehead to the knee. Again, this is our mindfulness right here. This is us bringing our breath to our body. So see if you can really match the inhale with the exhale, with the stretch, and the exhale with the contraction. One more set. Good. Let's take a nice deep breath in, taking a big, reaching the arms back behind us. And exhale, push the camera, flex those hands, chin to chest, scoop the belly button. 2 more. Big inhale, look up, arch, send the top of the chest to the ceiling. Exhale, Wonder Woman, you're pushing a huge mountain away from you. Last one, I want lots of tension. I want you to reach as far back as you can. Not tension, I guess strength is the word. Exhale, scoop that belly button, push that mountain away. Push, 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 push. Good. Bring the hands to the knees. Let's just lengthen the back a little bit, pushing the shoulders blades down. And then when we're ready, we're gonna slide those hands down into a forward fold. Shake the head out. Shake it no. Shake it yes. Maybe wag the tail. And then shake out the knees. We're gonna hang here for 3 breaths. You can just stay with your hands on the floor, or you can take the elbows in the hands. Good. Wherever you are, drop the hands down to the mat and let's walk the hands forward into plank. So we're gonna inhale and plank. On the exhale, we're gonna bring the knee up, but not touch the nose to the knee. Just the knee coming to the chest, and then send it back. Inhale, left knee comes up. Exhale, push it back. Slowly bring that right knee in. Slowly send it back. Slowly bring the left. Slowly bring it back. Drop the knees to the floor. And let's come into prayer. Just rest for a minute. surrender. This is home base. This is always a good place to come whenever you need a minute to yourself. This is your time to do whatever you need to do. I'm here as your guide, but you have to listen to the messages that you get from your body. Let's come into whatever this is, table. And we're just gonna do a couple cat-cow, because we always have to come back to the bread and butter of yoga, our cat-cow. Inhale on the arch, exhale on the round. Good. Okay, we're gonna come back up to that plank position. We're gonna do the same thing we just did. This time, if you want, you can take the leg instead of, well, I'll show you. We're gonna inhale, bringing the knee up. Exhale, take it back and flex the foot for a minute. Take the leg off the floor and send the heel to the wall behind you. Then put it down. Left knee comes in. Keep the back long. Send the heel to the back wall as you lengthen that left leg. Then put it down. Same thing on the right side. And then on the left. Good. Drop to the knees. We're going to do chest and chin. Bring it down to the mat. Create that worm. Then drop onto your belly. Pull the mat towards you as you lift the top of the head forward and up. And come back down. Try to see if you can come straight up to plank. Straight up to plank. And then down dog. Woo, getting hot pretty fast. Let's go ahead and walk the feet to the hands. Shake it out. And then roll vertebrae by vertebrae to standing. All right. Let's do our 20 breaths. Pranayama. Welcome. We have new people. Hey. All right. So we're going to do.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. 20 breaths reaching up towards the ceiling, bringing the hands down through prayer. This is your own time. This just marks the end of our warm-up. And it also helps us just kind of really focus in on the breath. Now, you can do it slowly. You can do it fast. You can do a mixture of fast and slow. It's really up to you. It's just 20 breaths. Ready? Whenever you want, you can begin. Finish it up. On your last one, interlace the fingers and send the palms to the ceiling. We're going to walk those shoulders up the ladder. Right goes up, left goes up, right goes up, left goes up. Walk those shoulders higher and higher up the ladder as high as you can go. Look at all that space. Now leave the space there in your rib cage and in your waist and slowly bring those arms down, but keep the lift, keep the lift, keep the lift. We're gonna go right into a quad stretch. Lift that right leg up And lift the left arm up. Push the foot into the hand of the right palm so you can really engage that right arm. It almost should feel like you've got a weight in that right hand. The weight of the foot pushing into it. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, you're going to release that leg. Place the ankle on top of the left knee and come into a one-legged chair. Arms come up by your ears. Hang out here for a minute if you want to circle the ankle. Sometimes that helps just take your mind off of things a little. And then now you can stay here or you can lengthen the torso and lean forward and see if you can actually touch the floor. You can stay here or you can lift that leg in your arms like you're holding a baby. All the way back up to standing and then rock that baby. All right, other side. Quad stretch. Woo. Can't get my foot. There we go. Right arm comes up. Now my feet are all, my ankles are sweating, so my foot is slipping out of my hand, but I'm gonna hold it. Push the foot into the hand, drop that left shoulder. Slightly tuck the pelvis, send the top of the knee to the floor. When you're ready, release that foot from the hand, bring it forward, ankle over knee, and then come into chair, sticking the booty out behind you. Bend that standing leg so you get a nice stretch. Woo, hips. Send the knee to the floor. Now you can stay here or you can lean forward. Lengthen before you lean. See if you can come all the way down to touch the floor. Stay there for a second, just fingertips reaching towards the floor. And then if you want, pick up that leg and come to standing. Whew. Maybe rock that baby. See if you can come all the way up, straighten those shoulders back, and then release. Good. We're gonna do a little flow. See what the time is. All right, we're gonna do our goddess flow for those of you who have been here. So that means we're gonna start with a stretch to the right, creating that nice long diagonal. We're gonna come through goddess, dropping the pelvis right between the legs. And then we're gonna shift to the other side, and then we're gonna come back to goddess. So here we go, we're gonna do, I think 5 sets. So we're gonna inhale to the right, exhale goddess, exhale goddess, and stretch. Goddess, stretch. Now you want to make it smooth like olive oil. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Finish up your sets and I'm going to meet you here in Goddess. We're going to lift the heels off the floor. Breathe. Drop the heels. See if you can come a little bit lower in your Goddess. Send the knees back. We're not leaning forward. We're dropping straight down. And then take a nice deep breath and straighten the legs. Come onto your toes. Come into star. Hold star. Good. Now swing the left arm down, lifting the left heel off the ground, and let's come into crescent. Crescent on the right side. Right leg is forward. Chest is lifted towards where the wall meets the ceiling. Go ahead and let the elbows melt down towards your rib cage. And then take the hands behind you, clasp the fingers together, and send the pointy finger down between your booty cheeks. Look up, see if that can open up your chest a little bit more. Drop that heel, come back to Goddess. Come into star, big inhale, on your toes. Exhale, Goddess. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pinwheel the right arm down, lift the right heel off the ground. Crescent on the left side. Chest to the ceiling, meeting the wall. Let the elbows melt. Clasp the fingers behind you, pointy fingers down. Energize the back of the knee of the right leg. Lift the belly. Drop the heel, come back to Goddess, our last Goddess. And then a nice last star. And come on down. Good. From here, let's just bring those toes forward. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips. We're going to do a pyramid. Inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, come forward at the hips, just to a flat back. Lengthen the top of the head away from the pelvis. Now take the arms alongside your ears. Hold and breathe. And then release all the way down, hands to the floor, and release the head. If you want, you can thread the hands through the legs. Get yourself over a little further. From here, come on back with your hands in front of you. Let's bend the right knee over the right toe. Take the left hand and place it right in front of the right toe. And then let's just give a nice twist here to the right. Send the hips back. We're gonna breathe here. And then straighten that right knee. Spider woman across to the other side. Then the left knee over the left toes. Right hand comes right in front of the left toes. Left arm twists up, looking over the left shoulder. Press the hips back so you get that great inner thigh stretch, groin stretch. And a nice twist here in the spine. And back to the center. One more time, pyramid stretch. This time, grab the ankles. See if you can pull yourself down a little bit further. Hands come to the floor. Toes out, heels in. Bend the knees over the toes. Come into a sumo squat. If you can, hands are in prayer. Pressing the elbows into the knees. If that's too much for you, just come on up and put your hands on your knees and just stretch there. This is beautiful. And you can even add a little twist of the shoulder forward if you want. And then the other shoulder. Good. All right. Excellent. All right, we're gonna do a couple sun salutations. Get things moving here. Come to the lower part of your mat. Inhale, take a nice big sweep up and look up. Exhale, we're gonna dive through the arms all the way down like a swan dive into a forward fold. We're gonna come up halfway to that flat back. Just a little stretch of the spine and then back to forward fold. We're gonna walk the hands out to down dog. Let's take a breath in down dog. This is always a great place to come to. If you need a moment, this is actually a resting pose. We're gonna inhale the right leg up and just hold that right leg. Now try to keep the top of the knee pointing down. I'm flexing my foot. I'm trying to get that heel as high towards the ceiling as I can get it. And when you're ready, bend the knee and swing it through. Coming into runner's lunge. I like to just do a little rock and roll here. And let's take a little twist here, bringing that right arm up. Woo. Let's take 3 breaths, circling that arm. Big breath in, and then out, and in. Beautiful. Hands to the mat on either side of that foot. We are going to straighten the front leg and bring the back leg about, 5 inches forward. If you've got blocks and you want to use them here, you can put them on either side of your front foot. We're just going to stretch here, head to knee. And back down into the runner's lunge. Go ahead and drop that knee, untuck the toe, and let's roll to the outside of our right foot, pushing the knee away from the body and looking up. So we roll to the pinky side of the foot. And we're looking up, and I'm pushing into the right knee. So we're pushing the knee away. All right, good. Let's tuck that back leg and come back to down dog. Big breath here. Let's lift the left leg. Keep that foot flexed. Keep the heel of the standing leg reaching towards the ground while you lift the heel of the working leg up towards the ceiling. Try to keep the left hip down. When you're ready, bend that knee, swing it through. Runner's lunge. Let's rock it out here. Feel that good, juicy stretch. And then when you're ready, twist it out. Left arm comes up. Keep the back knee lengthened, not locked. That right knee. Hands to the mat. Straighten the front leg and bring the back leg forward about 5 inches. Lengthen the torso forward and stretch head to knee. Oh, I forgot our 3 breaths. Okay, we'll do it back when we get back into runner's lunge. Which is now. Go ahead and step that right leg back. Come back to runner's lunge. Let's do our 3 breaths, circling the left arm. In and out. Good. Hands to the mat on either side of that left foot. Go ahead and drop the knee and untuck the toe. Place your right hand on the mat and put your weight into that right hand while you roll onto the pinky side of your right foot and push the knee away, looking up, chin to the ceiling. And come on back to the runner's lunge, step back to the down dog. Now you can stay here, or as part of your sun salutation, you can do a vinyasa where you come into plank, drop through chaturanga or half chaturanga, which is when you put your knees down and then lower your body. Cobra, big breath in, and then exhale back to down dog. Jump or walk your feet to your hands, come through forward fold, and slowly roll to mountain, which is just standing there. Ah, that was one sun salutation. Let's do one more. How are you guys doing? Okay, good. Inhale. I love those thumbs up. They have a whole new significance now, don't they? Thumbs up. And dive through. And inhale, lengthen halfway up. And release. Step on back to down dog. However you want to get there, right or left first, doesn't matter. Inhale the right leg up. And exhale, step it through. Drop the back heel and let's pinwheel the left arm up and around to come into warrior 2. Go ahead and square your hips. You might want to put your hands on your hips to just get that nice flat, not square, I guess. It's not square. It's flat. Knee is over toe. The pinky side of the foot is rounding towards the ground. And then find your warrior 2 position with the arms out. Focus is over that middle finger. Breathe. We're just going to do 5 little stretches here. We're going to come up and then down. Up and down. I want that knee tracking right over those toes. Up. Belly lifted. 2 more. Don't lock the knee when you come up. Just get to that spot right before it locks. And then back to warrior 2. Now we're going to stay here and we're going to do our push me, pull you. Reach like you're reaching for someone and then pull them back with the rib cage. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Come back to neutral, pinwheel that left arm up and around, lift the back heel off the ground, come back to down dog. Left side. Lift the left leg up, swing it through. Drop the right heel and pinwheel the arms around and through. Find that warrior 2, hands on the hips, knees over the toes, pinky side of the foot rounding towards the floor. When you find that flatness, lift your arms, come into warrior 2. Focus is on the middle finger. If you can drop a little bit further into your lunge, do that. We're gonna straighten that leg and then bend it. Just nice and smooth. Again, this is like smooth, like olive oil. There's no jerking here. It's controlled. It's almost like you're massaging the joint. Belly's lifted. Gentle. Come back into warrior two. And then do that little push me, pull you. Reach the rib cage and then pull it back. Like there's a magnet on either side of your room, pulling you one way, and it's just your rib cage. Now your legs should be fired up, and that's great, but you're focused on your rib cage right now. One more set. I know. Breathe through it. Come back to neutral. Pinwheel the right arm up and around. Lift the back heel off the ground. Come into down dog. You can stay here, or you can do your vinyasa. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, and then down dog again. Jump those feet to the hands or walk them, whichever you prefer, into forward fold, and then roll to standing. Woo! Get some water. Looking good. All right, come on down to your mats. We've got 6 minutes. We've got to end. We're going to stretch it out. We've already done our abs. We've already done legs. All we need to do is 6 minutes of stretching. Go ahead and take your right foot into the inner thigh of the left foot. We're going to inhale, lengthen, and then exhale and just release forward. Nose to knee. Notice your breath right now. Notice what's going on in your back, in your neck. Walk the hands up. Lift that right knee up. Go ahead and inhale, lengthening the spine. Grab hold of that right knee with the left hand. Lengthen up through the spine and then back into a spinal twist. We did this with the at the beginning of class with the stool. Slightly different now. We're hugging the knee to the chest. And release. Other side. Left leg comes into the inner thigh of the right. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Walk the hands up. This is a really good time to just notice and scan your body. Inhale, wrap that right arm around the left knee. Lengthen through the spine and then twist over your left shoulder. Good. And come around, and we're going to come down on our backs, hugging our knees to our chest, circling those knees around, giving ourselves a little massage. Let's go ahead and do happy baby, grabbing hold of those toes or the ankles or just cuffs of your pants. And I'm just kind of, the knees are bent and I'm trying to flatten the lower back on the ground. And I'm just rocking back and forth. If you want to go ahead and straighten your legs, that might feel good too, if you can. If you can't, it doesn't, this is beautiful too. And release. We're going to do one bridge just to kind of activate the glutes. Nice deep breath. Inhale. Feet are flat on the ground. Hands are by our hips, palms down. On the exhale, we lift the pelvis. And we're just going to hang out here for a minute. Breathe. On the exhale, lower the pelvis down. Take the legs up off the ground. We're going to do one final yogic ab exercise. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, peel the body off the floor. Reach for the toes. Hold and breathe. With every exhale, see if you can get the fingertips a little closer to the toes and your belly button a little closer to your spine. And then lower down. Let's bring those legs down slowly. And release. Shake it out. Just relax. I'm going to close class here today. You can use the rest of the time to do your own stretching or a deep relaxation in Shavasana. I'm just going to seal the class with gratitude for your presence and your work, your effort, your risk, your strength, your vulnerability, your sense of humor, and all that is you. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
It was great. I'm regretting